Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont, and this is Manifesting Miracles. Your money isn't blocked, your nervous system is. If money feels tight right now, especially going into the holidays, this episode is for you. Today I'm going to explain why money isn't blocked, why forcing manifestation does not work, and three specific nervous system based steps that you can use to turn the cash flow on right now. All right, manifestors, this is not a mindset. This is not manifestations. This is neuroscience, physiology, and how money actually responds to your internal state. Let's get into it. You are listening to the #1 Manifesting Miracles podcast in the galaxy, in all the galaxy, Manifesting Miracles. We are going on a nearly 1 million downloads, top 1% on Apple, top 30 on Spotify. But let's get into framing the problem and why it matters. Most people don't have a money problem. They don't. You don't. What you have is a cash flow problem. And the cash flow is controlled by your nervous system. It turns the flow on and it turns the flow off. Money is movement. Money is circulation. Money is movement in energy. Money responds to expansion, not pressure. When your body is stressed, panicked, urgent, your nervous system shifts into survival mode, and survival mode shuts everything down. You're probably already in survival mode, and then you go into a deeper state of survival mode because now the pressure is on. You've already been in the pressure flow. So before you try to manifest, before you try to fix, before you try to plan, before you try to force anything, you need to understand what's happening in your brain, in your energy, and in your body. So when money feels tight, this is what we need to do. All right, so we have to stop activating that threat response. And let's get into the neuroscience of what this means. When you worry about money, your amygdala, it's this little bitty gland right above your ear on both sides of your brain. That's the brain's threat detector, okay? It activates, okay? And that's what we like to call triggers. That trigger goes into these 7 expansions: fight, flight, fear, fornicate, freeze, fornicate. The cortisol just goes up. The dopamine, which is happy, goes down. Your nervous system contracts. It goes, sucks right in like a turtle head. It's like, nope, we're not going to do that. And when the nervous system contracts, guess what? Opportunities, money, the situations, they all stop moving. It's like you put a dam right in the middle of a raging river, and you're like, I'm going to push all of this energy back because of the ideology that I have, the way that I process information, the way that I handle my nervous system, and the way that I am already in a state of fight or flight. And most of us don't even realize that we're in a panic, but we are. All right. And so when the nervous system stops moving, this is the first thing we need to do. Stop repeating, checking, stressing, or mentally chasing money. The money didn't magically appear from out of somewhere, and you have to stop checking it or you're going to just continue the loop. And so the brain is predicting how you're going to think. And if you're going to think like you've always thought, then you're always going to have the results that you've always had. So pay attention. I am trying to shift this for you and help you understand how to regulate so you can get into a state where your genius shows up. So instead, let's practice the reset. Let's do this together. And every time that you feel that stress, you're repeating, you're looping, whatever it is, here's what we're going to do. The first thing, put both feet on the floor. Take a slow inhale through your nose. We're going to slow it down. Extra long exhale through your mouth. Ooh, audible. Ooh, all the way out. There you go. Say out loud intentionally, I am not in danger right now. Okay, let's do it all together. I am not in danger right now. This is not an affirmation. This is a nervous system instruction. You are literally regulating your brain to be a predictor of something new. The neural pathways are saying, wait a second, aren't we in danger? And your brain is like, no, we're not in danger right now. So all of a sudden, your cortisol going from 1,000, it goes to 900 and then 800 and 700, 600 and so on and so forth. So you're turning off the threat signal so the flow can start to come back into motion. A lot of times people were so close and then they freaked out. They talked to a friend that was negative. They were around somebody who was draining. They didn't set boundaries with their families. They're not asking for the raise. They're dating the low vibrational person. They're married to the low vibrational person. They're in the low vibrational reality. And then the danger is already a threat. And then they try to say, well, I want to manifest this. And the universe is like, all right, we're trying. There's lots of rocks in the river. There's lots of little things that we have to overcome. And then you build the fucking dam. Because you shut everything down because you don't know how to regulate. And so now, instead of coming right into you, one little drop, maybe you'll find a penny on the ground and you're like, something's happening. Babe, you're the dam. So this is where people get it wrong. They try to budget, they try to plan, they try to manifest or problem solve where their nervous system is completely dysregulated, and that doesn't work. A regulated nervous system activates that ventral vagal state. Okay, it's the largest vagus nerve that we have in our entire system. The state of safety, the state of creativity, and excess. All right, the overflow state. So before you touch money, you're going to do this. You're going to inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Drop those shoulders down. Move your jaw from right to left, unclenching it. Let your mouth sit soft like you have a turkey gobbler neck, okay? Then ask yourself, once you have done this, do it 2 or 3 times. 4, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6. And you can even add the feet on the ground grounding technique, pushing the energy from your quadriceps into the ground. Then you ask yourself, what is one calm, neutral action I can take? Not the perfect action, not the desperate action, not but the regulated action. Money moves from clarity, not panic. Okay? Money moves when it's crystal clear, not when you're all jammed up. Think about it like this. Imagine applying for a loan in the middle of a car accident. If you have a head-on collision coming your way, you're not going to be filling out loan documents to get a new business loan. You're going to be steering and curving so you don't die. Your nervous system is in a constant car crash all the time because you don't have a regulated nervous system. And one of the things that I'm so excited about is in my community, Manifesting Miracles Academy, which is my Manifesting Miracles membership group. It is free the first month. And I also am putting along a workbook to go with this podcast, okay? So what I want you to hear right now is that in MMA, the Manifesting Miracles Academy, it was my previous membership was SSOM, but we changed the name for 2026. It's the Manifesting Miracles Academy. We have 12 energy audio classes that are workshops to regulate your nervous system. So every single month you can listen to this workshop and this meditation and the audios over and over and over again to become the person who is not in a constant car crash, the person who wakes up and owns their day, the person who knows how to sit calmly. It's like, I'm a Texan, okay? Well, I don't know what I am, but I mean, I don't know if I'm from this planet, but I know I'm not because I'm not a tree. But you would traditionally call me a Texan, even though I may be a Floridian, even though I'm actually a Colombian. In this current state, I'm an earthling. That all said, in energy, okay, and if you had said I was a Texan before, something that they used to say, well, I heard men say, it was like, there was 2 bulls standing at the top of the hill, and there was all these female cows at the bottom, and the young bull goes, Dad, 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 look at all those heifers, look at all those cows. We're going to go down there and F them. Let me run down right now and go grab one. And the sage, wise father said, no, son, let's walk down and fuck them all. You see, that is a perfect example, probably a crass one, but a perfect example of your energy. In an unregulated nervous system, you want to grab what you can grab. I'm going to take the $10. I'm going to take the $50. I'm going to take the $100 client. I'm going to take the $1,000 client. I'm going to take the cheap opportunity. I'm going to take this job. I'm going to be in this relationship, et cetera, because your brain is too scared to jump into the quantum field where the new timeline begins because it hasn't held the peace for long enough in its nervous system to actually actuate to the level where you're not in fight, flight, freeze, fornicate, any of your trigger zones. You are in a soft, sovereign state of being. And when you think, you're becoming magnetic. You're not begging, you're not pleading, you're not borrowing, you are calling, you are commanding, and you are clearing. And in Manifesting Miracles Academy, this is where the science changes your life. I have created such a program for you that with the first month is free. Come in and test the waters. And after that, it's $5 a week. It's $20 a month. You're going to have membership. You're going to have a huge community of people who understand you, that are here to help you and build hope. You'll have friends that are actually positive and people who are positive and looking to serve at the highest level in life. Not just manifest money, but manifest a true shift in their timeline. So that way their flow is their go. It's not what they're trying to become. And I want to guide you there. By joining my community, you will feel more regulated. You will invest time in yourself. You'll have friends. You'll know more techniques, and you will leave not coming in and out of car wreck situations all day long, but soft walks along the beach. Okay, now let's go into the third and the final step. Open flow, but not being so specific. So here's the final step, and this is very critical, all right? Also, it's in my show notes if you want to sign up, and I want you to sign up right now. Go in there and find the Manifesting Miracles link and sign up. The first month is on Aunt Michelle, and then after that, it's up to you. But I know you're going to feel better. You're going to look better. You're going to sound better, and you're going to feel healed. But let's get into that final step. When you demand how money shows up, you create the dam. You're literally a little beaver blocking all of the universe's abilities to come and get it to you. This is called preceptual knowing in neuroscience. And under stress, your brain literally stops seeing opportunities. So instead of saying, I need money from source by this date, I want you to reframe this. Are you ready? Say it with me. I am open to money moving in unexpected ways. I am open to money moving in unexpected ways. I am open to money moving in unexpected ways. I am open to money moving in unexpected ways. That single shift reopens the perception, and money comes through ideas, conversation, opportunities, timing, delayed yeses, things you could not see before, not because you forced it, but because you stopped blocking it. Now, let me prove this to you before I wrap this up. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. Name 3 blue things. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Name the blue things. For me, it was a pillow, a drape, and my dog's collar. Now, name 3 orange things. You can't. You can't. Even if you could see them right now, if your eyes are closed, you couldn't name 3 orange things. Why? Not because nothing rhymes with orange, but because your brain was only triggered to and given instructions to search for the blue things. You're always pre-programmed at the level of nervous system that you've healed. So when you haven't healed it, you're in fight and flight. You're in the traffic accident trying to sign contracts. You're in the traffic accidents trying to find a lover. You're in the traffic accident hurling towards the head-on collision of your life. But I want to help you regulate that. I want to give you practices, practicals, ways, times of the years, ways to do them, to regulate. And so you can look like the success stories that I talk about in my website and on my podcast. So let's recap the steps, okay? Stop activating the threat response. This puts pressure and it blocks your flow. Second, regulate before you strategize. Clarity creates money. Third, open flow, not outcomes. Do not look at where it has to come from. You will be pleasantly surprised your entire life about how well this works. The money isn't blocked. Your nervous system is. And when the nervous system feels safe, cash flow turns on. I love you. You've got this. I want to see you in my community, babe. I want to hold your hand and help you regulate that nervous system. Find your way back to your genius, back to yourself, back to your safety. And remember that this episode helped you. I want you to listen to it again and again and again and again and sign up for Manifesting Miracles Academy. Remember, everything is always working out for us. And let's close. And in 3, 2, 1. Everything is always working out for us. 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 Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything. Now go unlock that money. Join MMA. It's free the first month. Give yourself this gift, because when you don't treat yourself, you cheat yourself and you're blocking all of your blessings. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont, and I want to guide you back to the most abundant and the best place that you have ever known, the biggest and the most abundant version of yourself. Join our community, become part of our committee, and see your life truly transform. All right, producers, this episode is in the books and your flow is coming right back to you. Listen to it over and over and over again. Send it to 3 people, but most importantly, join Manifesting Miracles Academy. Give yourself this gift. I love you. Producers, cue that motherfucking music. Until next time, my friends, it's time for you to go and manifest your miracle.